his son was in his room doing teenager things.
We just pushed past him and went to the room.
He was not breathing. I got to get this belt off and start the CPR now.
A critical call sends police to the home of a teenager who was trying to take his own life.
Now, that call came in through a special tip line for Oregon students, parents, and school staff called SafeOregon. Police say it is working, and as you'll see for the first time, it's saving lives. Out past the gorge in eastern Oregon is the small town of Hermiston.
I came here to stay.
Police Corporal Riley Studebaker and Officer Derek Williams were both on duty the night a critical call came in through SafeOregon.
She told me that the last text message that she had received from him was the juvenile with a belt around his neck.
I could tell he wasn't breathing. We pulled him to the ground, got the belt off, and started CPR immediately. After a few chest compressions, he started breathing again.
The local high school student survived that night in November of 2017. The officers, who have never spoken publicly before, were recognized with a life-saving award. You're here. You saved somebody's life.
Yes, but it's thanks to the juvenile that reported at SafeOregon and the quick response we're able to do because of those resources.
Oregon State Police launched SafeOregon 2 years ago after a U.S. Department of Education study found getting tips early can prevent violence.
The idea was to give students a safe place to connect with law enforcement or adults or their teachers and give them a little anonymity. We wanted them to be comfortable and be able to say, hey, I'm being bullied, or this is happening, or that is happening, and give them an avenue so that they could report it.
Besides the app, people can email, text, or call their concerns, and trained staff at a call center in Louisiana will respond. They contact the tipster's local police or school administrator, depending if the incident is critical, urgent, or the most common, standard.
This is definitely a partnership program, and 87% of schools in Oregon are part of SafeOregon.
That's more than 1,000 schools that have signed up in 2 years. In that same time, it also served 523,000 students and logged more than 2,800 tips.
And the majority that we're receiving complaints and tips about are bullying and harassment.
It was in Beaverton back on November 6th.
Extra police officers were on hand at Southridge High School in Beaverton today following a social media threat.
Somebody saw a picture of a masked student with a gun and reported it to SafeOregon.
The tip line got a hold of law enforcement and the school district, and we worked together to resolve the situation so that by the next day we had a grasp on the situation. That's probably a very textbook good use of the system.
Officials hope every school signs up for SafeOregon. That was first implemented out in eastern Oregon, a place that knows all too well the line can save lives.
It was less than 10 minutes from the time that SafeOregon had received the call to the time that we were in there helping the juvenile. So the system works.
The system works. And again, SafeOregon launched 2 years ago. Today, state lawmakers allocated $1 million over 5 years to Oregon State Police for this program. But those schools, they don't get any funding then to advertise this tip line. But in Beaverton, the information is printed on the back of student ID cards, so that helps them there. Also, a Beaverton High School marketing class actually won a statewide contest with this video that they made advertising the SafeOregon tip line to address online bullying. Students also created this marketing template that any school district now can use for free. We posted that template and other resources and links that you might find helpful about SafeOregon on KOIN.com.